Good morning, Scott Benson, Skid Steer Premier YouTube channel, Georgia Nuts, coming at you live this morning, pre-recorded when you watching it. And get him, Sassy, get him. She eats you up, boy. Don't mess with that, 5-pound Rocky Balboa of a dog. Woo, dog, yeah. All right, good morning to you. First thing I'm gonna do is run and get a load of sand and drop it off to a customer. And then when I get back, I'm gonna hook the tilt trailer, skid steer, tooth bucket, grapple bucket up, and I'm headed over to do a pool fill in. And this is where the red alert comes in on the screen. Red alert, red alert. I know when I go to fill in this pool that, a lot of people gonna say, oh, you shouldn't have put that in there, shouldn't have put that in there. They do have a lot of concrete around the exterior it's going in there, which is a great thing for fill. But they gonna have just minor amount of trash. There's a little gazebo that I'm gonna take and tear down and throw in there. So I'm gonna put a little belly on it, but at the end of the day, you'll get good dirt on top. I think most of it's gonna be filled with concrete, so I think that's a real good thing. Anyway, just wanted to put a discretion out there to, please don't get all tore up that I'm filling the pool with some wood and debris. Everybody does it. I had a pool, I used this as a trash can pretty much the entire construction site, and then filled it up. Things still doing a-okay. I know the folks that live there that bought it from me. So anyways, we are going to get a load of sand, get delivered, and I'm gonna catch back up with you as soon as we load up the stuff to take to the job site. I got a friend hitching a ride with me. I don't know if you can see him on the windshield right there. A little tree frog been hitching a ride with me for a minute. All right, got back, dumping that load of sand. I wished I'd recorded that for you. It wasn't no something special, but I'd like to at least show you getting loaded and unloading it. But now back, I'm about to check the oil and some stuff on the skid steer. Got the trailer, hook trailer hooked up, and it's time to load this bad boy up. Hey, I didn't know if I had mentioned it in a previous video. The last video, if you hadn't seen it, is when I talked a little bit about this new trailer. And I've only pulled this thing 4 or 5 times. I pulled it with my F350 too, not with equipment on it, just when I need to go get something. But what I was going to mention, because I think it's just, I've been pulling trailers and stuff my whole life, and I don't remember ever hitting anything with the trailer my whole life. But the first time I pulled this trailer out of that barn, these ramps, metal ramps, and also when that's on my F350, it's inside the bed of the truck. Since the panel's on the back of the truck, it makes the trailer longer, and these make it longer because there's no ramps like that other trailer over there. So, in other words, to tattletale on me, I couldn't believe it. I pulled this trailer out, and when I did, I'd never seen something like this before. Those metal ramps sawed this 6x6, sheared it completely in half like somebody used a samurai sword. And you can see where the original one was, and I just kind of put another one in the spot because I can't believe it didn't knock the whole building down. But anyway, It just shows me how scary it can be by not taking your time and, you know, just paying attention, not being so fast. I'll never do that again. I definitely pay attention more, but other trailers never tricked me like that. But for some reason, this one got me. It got me good. So anyway, let me check the oil and Chattahoochee, and then we're gonna get this thing loaded up. Not on the fill line, but not on the below line either. So we're gonna let this one ride, because shouldn't be that big of a job. I'm gonna show you around when we get there. Hydraulic fluid's good. Gonna be using the grapple a bit on this job, so make sure we're good on that. All right, we there. Let's head on over and grab the grapple and get loaded. All right, head to my customer's house, and I have not unloaded the skid steer yet. Parked on the side of the road over there. Let me show you this. I'm parked there at a three-way stop. Her car, I think there's a Corvette right there. They're gonna move that for me tomorrow, because I'm gonna have to drop the dirt right here, because obviously my dump truck won't make it through there, so I'm gonna skid steer it in. And this is gonna be demoed into the pool, and from this straight line right here over, all this is going in. So I wanted to just give you a little bird's eye view. I don't think I'm gonna get much done today, but maybe some of this demo stuff, try to get it tossed in so I can build me a platform out of dirt tomorrow. So I don't think I'm gonna haul any dirt tomorrow, but I'm gonna get unloaded and set you up and do something. I don't know what, much as I can until I need dirt. Things I was going to mention before I get started is, you know, obviously there's a pool pump here, and we got electricity here. Electricity runs under, and also there's a 110 line over here. We've already went to the panel box and turned the power off at the main breaker inside the house, so we're all good on that. But just wanted to point that out to you. Always be paying attention to electrical and whatever else could be hidden from you. All right, ran into a little problem at the job. Got everything done I really could do. At this point, I need some dirt to where I can go in and out and make a bridge to go in and out of there and organize some of that trash material, you know, concrete and stuff. But I had to run back and drop my trailer off. I'm gonna have to unhook it and leave it here. They was just no place at that job site to leave it on, and that's kind of part of what you have to make sure you keep in mind when you're bidding jobs is logistics. You know, can you leave your stuff there? Can it be parked? You know, I knew that the trailer, there was no room for my trailer and stuff being left there safely. The driveways barely got enough room. They're gonna move one of the cars tomorrow, and her car's there, but you know, leaving my trailer pointed toward the road is unsafe too. So, you know, that's part of bidding job. You have to logistically see how many trips you got to make and what you got to do to get there. So, but no big deal. Gonna drop the trailer off, go get some dirt, and see if I can't start pushing 2 or 3 loads in today. All right, I'm gonna give you a quick look where we at. Obviously I got a lot of dirt to bring in, and I'll be honest, I'm actually not. I'm gonna bring one more load in, and after that I'm gonna quit. I'm supposed to move this Corvette tomorrow, and I just do not feel comfortable at all, you know, working around that car. So I'm gonna get one more load and see if I can push it on in, and or I may not even do that. I may wait until tomorrow. Obviously we got a lot to go. And I still got all these tiles to remove on this side, but I didn't feel comfortable removing those sideways like this because of the roof line. You know, I really wanted to get this built up first, give me something to set on, and then I'll pull those up and get them on in the hole. So, you know, right now it just didn't make sense for me to try to put myself in a bind. give you a quick look where we at. Still got to remove these. I'm getting close to taking one or two of them out. And, you know, there's a skimmer basket, so we're halfway there. At least on dirt. All right, giving you an update. I didn't want to super bore you with packing because, you know, stepping up this dirt and packing it in, you know, that's always really important to me. As I know it's important period on the job, but I'm saying it's just, you know, really important to me. I think I hate to say it, but I think some people kind of just chunk it in and try to get it looking pretty, and then they don't do the stuff behind the scenes sometimes. It's what you do. It's what you do when people ain't looking is what counts. But so anyway, layering this in, running over it. Might be 8,000 pound machine, but I keep a bucket of dirt in it, and you know, didn't want to bore you with that. But I'm gonna kind of show you where I'm at, because when I get back, I'll probably set you up. I'm gonna actually have to hook the grapple back up to the machine and get these last three pieces up where I can pick them up and break them. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go get some dirt just because I need to get the dirt. I'm gonna pile it over here to the side for now. Man, they built a good pool. There's the walls all the way down, you see. But anyway, once I start getting right here and this piece I've got right here, I kind of want to pick it up and maybe break it on these walls or over here. Probably not this one because it's close to the house. My luck, something stupid will happen, and you know. So anyway, I'm gonna pick these up and break them over the wall. That way I can get some smaller pieces in, because the closer I get to right here, you know, the machine's gonna sink, and with that heavy concrete, my little machine ain't really it's probably borderline when I start getting into stuff like this. If you watch one of my previous videos, geez, man, the one I did with the basketball court I tore up, the 6 inches thick of concrete. Oh boy, I put the Takahuchi to rest that night. It slept good. But anyway, I'm gonna get on back, and I'm gonna go get a load of dirt, and when I come back I'll set you up for these last few pieces, and see if I can't get them, you know, demoed, broke up a little bit, so I can finish them up in that hole right there. Okay, had to go get another load of dirt. Whoops, blooper reel. That fell down. Anyway, I don't know if you noticed in the previous segment or two, but I couldn't reach that piece of concrete when I had the grapple on, so I ended up having to take the grapple back off, put the bucket back on, and track in some more dirt, because I couldn't reach that piece of concrete, and that right there just wasn't solid enough. It was a little dangerous. So anyways, I had to put the grapple back on now, and now I can reach that piece of concrete and pull it on in. But I wasn't going to take the chance of trying to, you know, it being top heavy and getting me down in there and getting something screwed up. If you look right over there, That electrical thing right there was in my way too, even though I probably could have just cut the wire, because it's running right down through there to that electrical panel right there at the pool. So I could have probably cut that. I know it's off inside, but messing with something that I can't see don't tickle my fancy either. Electricity is not my thing. So put the forks on. I mean forks. I'm gonna put the grapple back on, grab that piece of concrete, bust it up, and then I'm gonna have to put my bucket back on to get all that dirt I just showed you. Alright, this video is going to run a little long, so I'm going to have to speed it up. And I'm probably going to stop a little bit and at this point get you to the after. I think you get the philosophy. Let me show you around real quick before. I'm going to start trying to post a before and after at the end too. Just to pick top of the screen. And I also got bloopers coming. I don't know if I told you. When I drop the camera and make mistakes, and I'm gonna pop some bloopers in there too. But here's what we're looking like. I'm gonna still go get one more load of dirt and try to push this thing in, and then come and do some cleanup tomorrow. I think I'm gonna actually need it. I'm gonna need at least 2 loads, if not a little bit more. So I'm gonna these stepping things here. I need to pull my bucket up here and get these up, because you know, obviously the pool thing is no longer necessary to walk back and forth. Got to bring it up quite a bit. I just don't know if 2 loads is gonna get it, but I'm gonna go get one now. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need 3, but there's what we're looking like. And I got a couple of estimates coming for them. They wanted to leave this red dirt, and I know from experience, I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to talk my customer into, no matter who he uses, I really want him to use somebody to get this red dirt covered up as soon as possible. If not, it's gonna be a mess, and I know that, but I've got to try to convince my customer of that. But anyway, this is the this is where I'm about to take. I got a little bit more dirt left in the truck. Catch you in a bit. All right, day 3 on this pool fill in. Today is like Thursday. I should get it wrapped up today, but I got 2 loads to run at the end of the day, so I'm going to cut it short. And then Saturday, I'm going to go over there and just kind of do some cleanup stuff. But it's 6:47, and I got a real problem this morning. I got the end piece of a bread and stuff to make my sandwiches. No bread. So, have you ever had a sandwich on a hot dog bun? Well, I'll let you know. I have, and that's what I'm going to have to take. See you at the job, Bob. Hey, I wanted to add in a quick tidbit in this video of a good experience that I had buying this new machine. I've got a clone now. I've got 2 of the same machines. I love Takahauchi. You know, I've also got the Cat 239D, but I'm just a big fan of the Takahauchi. But you know, I just bought this machine and had a great experience. I believe if somebody does good, you should tell them and reward them for it. And you know, that's how I brought my sons up. If you don't do good, then I've told them they didn't do good. But getting to my buying experience, I went to Powerhouse Outdoor Equipment in Warner Robins, Georgia, and dealt with Raymond and Dan over there, and you know, they were phenomenal to work with me on this deal. We went back and forth a few times, but the most important thing I wanted to try to do was to buy local. And you know, I knew I'd be using them for service and other items in the future for them to make money on, but the deal was tough to make, and they made it easy to do. They did a great job at Powerhouse Outdoor Equipment. Very communicative, worked on trying to get the right price for the machine. You know, I could have went farther, but they got it to where I could deal locally, and you know, that's super important. If you can trade right down the road, I think we're missing that in the world. You know, try to do that. I mean, I really think you should. But they were phenomenal. I ain't getting anything for this. I mean, you know, I think I got a good deal on it, and so that's why I'm trying to give them a plug in my video. If you're from around the Fort Valley, Warner Robins, you know, area, middle Georgia, drive the extra mile, man, and check them out. I'm just real super happy with the purchase, and looking forward to the service. I hope they shine on that as well. But I just feel like that I needed to say that, because when somebody really works hard to give outstanding service, a lot of times the customer's quiet. You don't hear anything. You only hear something when they're mad, upset, or have a complaint. So for me, I think the complaints are good, and you need to solve the complaints, but I think we only hear those. And so I just wanted to give them a shout out for thank you for doing a great job for me, and working with me, and making the deal great. All right, I'm gonna call this close to a wrap. I'll probably shoot you a little picture or a short video at the very end. I'm not doing the finished work on this. Somebody else is coming in doing the complete finish grade, and sorry, so close. Doing the finish grade in the sod and topsoil. So it's just rough graded. But what I'm planning on doing when I pick up my equipment, I'm planning on taking and hooking up just to the water hose, and you know, cleaning all this mess up on the concrete. And then this is all gonna be sodded, like I said, and they got to walk behind skid steer. They'll get whatever they want to get, try to get it right, and then do all this. But anyway, I'm gonna call this a wrap, because I'm probably gonna forget to do that when I come back, pick up my equipment to take a video. So hey, Scott Benson, Skid Steer Premier, YouTube channel Georgia Nuts. I'd appreciate it if you'll subscribe and like or whatever. I mean, mostly just subscribe, and you know, kick around my videos a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I appreciate you.